Hello dear student, today we are discussing about class 10 chapter Heredity. Heredity. Heredity, the word which is represent as the transmission of genetic character. Heredity, transmission of genetic character one generation to the another generation. Here transfer of genetic character one generation character one generation to next generation, that is called as what? Heredity. Which character they are transfer? They are generally transfer skin color, height, facial feature, as well as the height also. So these are the various kind of genetic character which is transferred by the parent to the offspring or the parent to the children. So which genetic character? Example, the first character is what? Height. Second, skin color. Third, hair pattern. Hair patterns. So this all character they are transferred by parent to the offspring through reproduction. So heredity, basically what is the meaning of heredity? Transfer of genetic material. Generally, each and every genetic material which is transferred by the parent to offspring through the DNA. What is the meaning of DNA? DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid present in human being. Human and RNA ribonucleic acid. So DNA and RNA, but basically this DNA is responsible for transmission of genetic material, or this DNA is responsible for height, skin color, hair pattern, ear lobes. So this all character transfer through the reproduction. Now heredity generally have the, but this all character together is called as what? Traits. This all character is together is called as what? Traits. What is the meaning of trait? That is the feature or the character. Characters. Feature or the character. So this above feature they are transferred by the parent to the offspring. Now this trait, they are basically two types. The first type of the trait is what? That is the inherited herited inherited traits. Inherited, the trait or the feature which is transferred by parent to offspring through reproduction. The traits transfer by parent to offspring through reproduction or such a trait is controlled by the DNA. It is controlled by DNA, that is the basic genetic material present in the human body. So which character or which feature or which like the trait they are transferred by the parent to offspring in inherited? Example, free and ear attached lobe. Free or attach ear lobe. For example, our ear lobe become the free, that time we are the dominant character. If our ear lobe become attached to our screen, that is the recessive character. So this all character transfer by the parent to the offspring. The next character, body color or the skin color. Body color. The third character is what? Eye color. Eye color. So this all character they transfer by the parent to offspring through the reproduction, and all character generally controlled by the basic unit, that is the DNA. Now the next character or the next trait, the or second types of trait, that is what? Acquired trait. Acquired trait. Acquire, what is the meaning of acquire? Acquire, their meaning it what? Receive. The trait which is received during their lifetime. The trait or the character or the feature or the quality which is received by the individual through their life or during their life. So what we writing the definition? The trait which acquire during their life. So which trait they acquire during their life? For example, the individual, they are singing, dancing, playing, or various activity or qualities they are achieve or they are learning. So these are the acquired traits or acquired characteristics. Or another example is what? So such a trait they cannot control by the DNA. DNA can't control this trait. DNA can't control this trait. So this acquired trait, what? If the anyone if the person their accident at that time their any one organ become lost or any one organ become damaged, so these are the acquired traits. So what we writing the example of acquired trait here? Loss. Example, loss of an organ in an accident. So this is the one character or the one example of the acquired trait. Or if you are also writing that is the individual, they are learning something, they are riding, singing, dancing, playing, learning any one language, this is also the acquired trait. So acquired trait, they cannot be controlled by the DNA, but inherited trait, they are controlled by the DNA. So now we are discussing only this heredity. Or heredity, what is their meaning? Transfer of genetic material one organism to the another organism through the reproduction. Or such all quality they are generally transferred by parent to the offspring. They are called as the traits. Traits are basically two types. First is the inherited or second is the acquired. Inherited trait controlled by the DNA, and acquired trait they are not controlled by the DNA. Thank you.